Good morning everyone. In the previous presentation we discussed about the functional groups, right? Functional groups like alcohols, aldehydes, ketones, and then carboxylic acids. Okay. In this presentation we are going to discuss about a new concept, that is chemical properties of carbon compounds. What are the chemical properties with examples? Okay. In the properties of chemical carbon compounds, the first property we are going to study is combustion. The second property is substitution. Third property is addition reaction. The last one is oxidation. Combustion, substitution, addition reaction, and oxidation. And here the first one is combustion. What is combustion? Okay, here combustion is nothing but it is also called burning. What happens when a chemical compound, that is carbon compound, undergoes combustion or burning? Okay, we all know that for the combustion or burning, the presence of oxygen is must. Presence of oxygen. Okay, in the presence of oxygen only, combustion takes place. So what happens when a carbon compound, that is the first member CH4, that is methane, when it undergoes the combustion or burning in the presence of oxygen, it gives carbon dioxide and water vapor and heat and light is liberated. This is the chemical reaction. When a carbon compounds undergo oxidation in the presence of undergoes combustion in the presence of oxygen, they give carbon dioxide, water vapor, heat and light are released. Okay, here we know that there are two types of organic compounds, that is saturated and unsaturated. Saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Here the saturated hydrocarbons, that is alkanes, they are called excellent fuels. Why they are called excellent fuels? Because they undergoes complete combustion. But here the unsaturated hydrocarbons, they undergoes incomplete combustion. What it means, complete combustion and incomplete combustion? Complete combustion means here a fuel, that is organic compound, in the presence of oxygen undergoes completely burning and release a large amount of heat. But here in incomplete combustion, there is less amount of heat is released. And here when the saturated hydrocarbons undergoes, here heat is released as well as light also releases. Heat, large amount is released and it gives a clean flame. Here clean flame is formed. But here in unsaturated hydrocarbons, sooty flame is formed. Sooty flame is formed. For example, here for the saturated hydrocarbons, we are taking the examples like natural gas as well as LPG. These are the best example for the saturated hydrocarbons, natural gas and LPG. Here the main composition of the natural gas is CH4. Methane is a major component of the natural gas. It undergoes complete combustion and gives large amount of heat. Here LPG, the main component of the LPG is butane. Butane. It is also alkane. It undergoes complete combustion and releases a large amount of heat. But here, in unsaturated hydrocarbons like alkene and alkyne, they undergoes incomplete combustion. Incomplete means the fuel remains unburned and it causes the sooty flame. When we use the unsaturated hydrocarbons for the cooking purpose, it causes the blackening of the vessels, utensils. But here there is no blackening of the utensils. That is the difference between saturated and the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Here one is undergoing complete combustion and the remaining one is incomplete combustion. And next, petroleum. Petroleum products like petrol and diesel, they undergo complete combustion, and also they consist the small amount of nitrogen and sulfur. Nitrogen and sulfur. When they undergo a combustion, the nitrogen and the sulfur content which are present in the fuel, they forms the oxides. The respective oxides of nitrogen and sulfur is formed, and these oxides are the pollutants, air pollution. They causes air pollution. When these pollutants, oxides of nitrogen as well as the sulfur, they combine with the rainwater and lead to the formation of acid rain. A small quantity of nitrogen and sulfur is present in the petroleum. When they undergo combustion, in the presence of oxygen, it leads to the formation of oxides of nitrogen, the oxides of sulfur. These are oxides of the pollutants, they cause the pollution. When they are mixed with the rainwater, and they cause the acid rain. And the next property is substitution reaction. Substitution reaction. What it means? Substitution reaction. Substitution reaction is nothing but substitution. It is the replacement of atoms in a chemical compound. Here, this substitution reaction is only takes place in saturated hydrocarbons. It occurs only in saturated hydrocarbons, that is alkenes. In alkenes only substitution reaction takes place. What about in unsaturated hydrocarbons? In unsaturated hydrocarbons, it undergoes the addition reaction. Then, what about substitution reaction in the alkenes? The first member of the alkene is CH4, that is methane. Methane, ethane, propane, butane, all these undergo substitution reaction with halogens. We know that halogens, what are halogens? Halogens, they consist chlorine, bromine, iodine, and fluorine, etc. Okay, these are the halogens. They undergoes the substitution reaction with the halogens, that is chlorine. Then what are the products? And this substitution reaction takes place in the presence of sunlight only. And it is important, without writing the sunlight, it's completely wrong. Okay. Substitution reaction of methane with chlorine takes place in the presence of sunlight only. Here, carbon is bonded with 4 hydrogen atoms. That 4 hydrogen atoms are replaced by 1 chlorine atom in one step. Here, 4 chlorine is present, 4 hydrogens are present, that is, it becomes CH3. 1 hydrogen is replaced with the 1 chlorine, that is, it becomes Cl3, Cl, and here 1 hydrogen and 1 chlorine, and it leads to the formation of HCl, and it gives Cl3Cl. The name of the compound is chloromethane. Chloromethane and hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. This is the first step. Then what about the next step? Here is chloromethane, CH3Cl. Again undergoes substitution reaction with the chlorine. Here again one hydrogen is replaced with the chlorine. The presence of sunlight, it becomes, here 3 hydrogens are present, it becomes 2. Already one chlorine is there. Again the addition of one chlorine takes place, so it becomes CH2, Cl2, and again the same product HCl is formed. Here only one chlorine is present, so it is chloromethane. Here 2 chlorine is present, so it is dichloromethane. Dichloromethane, and again same hydrochloric acid. Next, the next step, CH2, Cl, this one dichloromethane. Again undergo the substitution reaction with chlorine in the presence of sunlight. And here 2 hydrogens are there. Again one hydrogen is replaced. It becomes CH, Cl3, and remaining one product is HCl. Here 2 chlorine, so it is dichloromethane. Here 3 chlorine present, it is trichloromethane. Trichloromethane, and again HCl, same product. And here trichloromethane, CHCl3, and again it undergoes substitution reaction with chlorine in the presence of sunlight, and it gives, here only one hydrogen is there. Again this hydrogen also replaced by the chlorine, and it becomes CCl4. Hydrogen is replaced by the chlorine. The next one product is same, it is HCl. Here 4 chlorine are present, so it is tetrachloromethane. Tetrachloromethane. At the end of the chemical reaction, 4 hydrogens are replaced with the 4 chlorine. This is the substitution reaction. Here hydrogen atoms are replaced with the chlorine atom. Here first, in the first step of the reaction, methane reacts with the chlorine in the presence of sunlight. It gives CH3Cl, that is chloromethane. One chlorine is present, so it is chloromethane and hydrochloric acid. And next one, this one, chloromethane again reacts with the chlorine in the presence of sunlight. It gives CH2Cl2. Number of hydrogen decreases and the number of chlorine increases. 2 chlorine is present, so it is dichloromethane and hydrochloric acid. Same, the dichloromethane again undergoes substitution reaction with the chlorine in the presence of sunlight. Again one hydrogen is replaced with the chlorine, so it becomes trichloromethane and HCl. And next, this trichloromethane is taken as a reactant. Again it reacts with the chlorine and it gives tetrachloromethane. So 4 hydrogen is replaced with the 4 chlorine atom. Likewise, all the alkenes like ethane, propane, butane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, decane, they are also undergoes the substitution reaction. That substitution reaction only possible in the case of alkanes only. Okay, this is the substitution reaction. Okay. Okay, in this class we have already discussed about the substitution reaction and then combustion, how the combustion takes place and what are the products are formed. Not only in methane combustion takes place, in all the alkanes it takes place, but in alkenes and alkanes, unsaturated hydrocarbons, it takes place, but it leads to the formation of more carbon, more sooty flame is formed. In substitution reaction, all the hydrogens which are present in the hydrocarbons, they are replaced with the halogens. Okay. Try to write the chemical reaction and practice. Okay. Thank you.